So the next question is that brings us to how long should I breastfeed my baby, and how can I make my breastfeeding session more effective?
Okay.
Yeah.
In regard to how long should baby breastfeed at each session, so not necessarily in the longevity, at each session, the goal from the beginning is going to be around 15 minutes per side. Okay. If we start on our left, 15 minutes, burp, 15 minutes. That would be a goal. I'm going to tell you guys, if you've had a newborn and you know they are very sleepy, sometimes it is hard to keep them awake for 10 minutes, sometimes 7 minutes. We're doing all we can to stimulate. A goal of 15 minutes, which might include burping halfway through that goal of 15 minutes. A burp bubble can disguise fullness, which is why baby's falling asleep or getting, remember how they get grunty and they push back?
Push back, yeah.
Falling asleep or the grunty pulling back are both cues to burp. And since we can't measure intake at the breast, we're watching baby's behavior. So in our goal of 15 minutes, if they're falling asleep or pulling off and back, which can happen at the 2 to 3 minute mark when your milk is gulping, flowing, okay, in the early days with sleepy baby, it's very important. We're stimulating, try to help massage the breast for flow for them, but then think burping, bring back to finish off the goal of 15 minutes, burp in the middle. If they're falling asleep or pulling off fussy, think burp halfway through and then finish off. Some feedings, if baby took a lot on the first side, it might be a full 15. Even if they're feeding actively at 15 minutes, you can go longer as long as you're not hurting or anything. Let baby drink away, nice and emptied. They're starting to relax, fall asleep. Go ahead, delatch. By the way, that's a skill and important to know.
Yeah.
Baby may not feed as much on the second side, right? Because baby's getting fuller. So baby
Mm.
may only feed 3-7 minutes, and baby's out like a light. No matter what you do, they are not relatching, which is why we alternate which breast we start on. Okay, so then we would start there next time because an empty breast makes the most, kind of like an ice maker. If they just take out a little bit of ice, the body's just going to make that much more. So that's why each time we try to empty as much as possible so the body stays in that nice milk making rate per hour equally on both sides. Okay, so we want to alternate which one. And then the timing between feedings we discussed, how long, 15 to 20 minutes. And if baby is done after one side, we'll definitely start there on the next time, but some moms do need to express for comfort, hand express, or use a manual pump such as Haka, or an actual physical pump and pump 5 minutes to help control fullness. Just be careful with over pumping so the body doesn't think it's twins, but it's also a way to get a little stock going.
Yeah, definitely. That happened to me. I was pumping too much right at the beginning, and then I couldn't even lay down, and then my milk would just come to all over my chest, and I'm like, I was over pumping at the beginning.
Bodies are amazing. Our bodies respond to that as though it's another
Yes.
baby that just latched on. And so our bodies, it's like, do we need to make for twins? We can. Are we feeding someone in the village? We can.
Yes.
Think of the day. And so the body is very sensitive to the equal stimulation importance. I've had some moms with a breast that doesn't make as much significantly, or they've had a medical issue, and they are able to solely breastfeed on one side.
Wow.
Amazing. The body can produce enough. And that's why if that side only gets stimulation and this one doesn't, this one will shut down the factory and this one is milk making mode. Isn't that amazing?
That's incredible.